Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I did a week-long vlog in which I was reading Gone Girl and I was kind of reacting throughout, and then I also kind of showed you guys just what I was doing throughout my day, some fun little clips of like going to the park and stuff like that. At the beginning of the week, I had kind of given myself a challenge to read at least an hour a day because I was having a hard time getting through Gone Girl. It was having a rough start for me, but I think for the next challenge that I give myself, I would give myself like amount of pages to read, because getting an hour done, I think like the first couple days I did pretty okay. And then the last couple days I didn't really track it. Like I think I did get an hour in, but I didn't really track it because I get like 20 minutes in here, 20 minutes in there, 5 minutes in here. Like it's very random. So I would rather give myself like a page number to read, so that way like I know that I reached my goal at the end of the day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget to comment, like, or subscribe, and let me know what you thought of Gone Girl if you've read it already. Today's Wednesday. I'm looking a little busted because I just got home from picking up Adeline, but I saw that my book of the month box is here, so I'm gonna just quickly show you guys what book I ordered. This book I saw like a couple months ago, I think, and I really wanted to get it, but at Barnes & Noble they only have the mass market print, and I honestly don't like that version. So I decided to wait on it, and then I noticed that Book of the Month had it, and I didn't know for Book of the Month you could order books from like past months. I thought you could only pick from the current month. So anyways, I ordered it, and I will probably try to read it in this week's vlog. So it just comes with the Book of the Month pamphlet. My favorite. Cool. So let me show you what book I ordered. No Exit by Taylor Adams. I'm super excited to read this book. I think it's coming out as a movie. I might be wrong, but I think it is. So I want to read it before the movie comes out. It says 13 hours, 4 strangers, 1 missing child, no exit. She knows her odds. She'll fight anyway. I'm excited to read it. So maybe I'll try to read this in this vlog. I know I have Gone Girl, but you know, could put a pause on that and read this one real quick. It also comes with a bookmark. Put me in, coach. Book of the month. Pretty cool. Oh, this is cute too. Look. It has like a little book and hearts. How cute. And it says, "You've got great taste." Okay, so it's currently 8:10 on Wednesday night, and I'm gonna try to do an hour of reading just because that's what I challenged myself to do. I'm debating between reading more of Gone Girl or starting No Exit. But I think I'm gonna do Gone Girl just because reviews have been saying once you get through the first half, it gets really good. And then my friend Jessica that recommended it said the plot twist was really good. So I do want to read it, which was kind of the point of the challenge. So I guess I'll do Gone Girl for today. And then if I'm still not super into it, I'll do No Exit tomorrow. And then get back to Gone Girl. But yeah, so this is just the time that I'm able to read today. Adeline is asleep right next to me. You can probably see her hair right there. And then Ivan is just watching movies right here. So I'm going to use this downtime to get that hour challenge in. It is such a sunny and warm day today. Feels good. But I'm looking bummy because we're not doing much today. Probably go on a walk once Ivan gets home, but while he's working, I think I'm gonna try to get some cleaning done. I'll probably read at night again today. just because Adeline's super active today, so when I try to read while she's active, it doesn't really work out. So I'll probably get reading done later, but it's such a nice day to just chill in the sun. That's probably what we'll do, maybe go on a walk later. Nothing much planned. Got my Starbucks. I get the venti vanilla sweet cream cold brew, and then I get an extra splash of sweet cream with some cold foam on top. Bomb. And then Adeline had a tall strawberry acai refresher. So that's what we're up to today. Más. Más. Más, please. Yo quiero más. Okay, I just realized that I never ended up updating where I got to last night after the hour of reading. So, I'm not that far in. I'm like only on page 65, I think. And I'm gonna give spoilers because I think it's like an older book, and I'm pretty sure like most people have already read it, because I'm pretty sure it was like the book to read at the time that it came out. I'm on page like 65, and right now I'm not super into it yet. I'm at the part where she's already missing. He like didn't call her parents all day. He waited until like midnight to call them. He went home to his sister's house. He got drunk. He came back, has to do this like TV scene where he's just like telling the people that he's looking for her and that there's a family that loves her. And he doesn't do great at it, and so the dad kind of goes in to save him, and pretty much says that like that there's a family that misses her and they just want her home. And the chapter ends with him like being weird, and he like smiles on camera. He like calls it like a killer smile or something. So I think he's like supposed to be a weirdo. It's just that right now I'm not super into it because their relationship is weird. So it goes between her diary entries, which are of the past of when they had just met, and she's like super into him, and she talks about how there's like certain things that maybe other women would mind but she doesn't mind. And then he kind of talks about present time but also past time. So like if something relates to a past time, he'll talk about that. There's a treasure hunt that she does every year for their anniversary, and so it's their anniversary currently. And he's talking about how he's probably, like, gonna have to do this treasure hunt that he usually sucks at. And so he talks about their first year anniversary of the treasure hunt and how, like, horribly it went. So it's just a little confusing because in hers, it seems like she likes their relationship and she's into him. And then in his parts, it seems like they're miserable. So I don't know if, like, maybe eventually she'll start talking about their relationship being miserable, or if they just feel differently about each other. Anyways, I'm just kind of waiting for it to get more into why she's missing, where she went, what's going on. But I'm barely on page 65. So I'm going to try to get another hour in of reading tonight, and then I will let you guys know where I got to and what part in the story. I didn't get any reading done last night because Adeline would not fall asleep, and by the time she did fall asleep, I was pretty sleepy myself, so I ended up falling asleep. So I'm going to try to get 2 hours in today, and I usually read while she is asleep, so she's taking a nap right next to me right now. I'm going to go ahead and get maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour in, hopefully, and then I'll let you guys know what I think. So we just went to Starbucks. I got my usual, and then I also got a chocolate croissant, and then Adeline got a tall water, and she is chugging it and loving it back there. We are probably gonna try to hit up like a I don't know if you guys hear it. We're probably gonna try to hit up some type of park because it's nice and sunny today. So just want her to be out in the sun for a little bit, get some vitamin D. And then I think we're gonna go to L&L when Ivan gets home, just because we were both kind of craving it. And yeah, okay. Let me talk about where I left off in the book. So I am at the part where I think she's like 2 or 3 days missing now. He went to like visit her parents, and they're like saying that they're not suspicious of him, but they know that like the cops have to investigate him. And they were saying that like, oh, the questions were insulting or something, that like they could even think that Nick could do that to Amy, and they don't think that he could do that, so like not to worry about it. But then her mom kind of makes like a comment of like, well, the cops do think that it's close to home, and kind of looks at him for a little too long. They also have like two people that they're kind of suspicious about. I used to be kind of obsessed with Amy, and so they're kind of like mentioning it to Nick, and Nick of course wanting to be this like perfect perfect son-in-law, wants to go and like investigate those two people himself. And then as Amy's part, she's finally getting into the part of in her diary entries where like she's also starting to complain about Nick. Like she's starting to notice that like he has certain flaws that she wanted to so badly be like okay with, so that she could be this like perfect wife that didn't mind all these like things, like didn't nag him and stuff, but like he's kind of forcing her hand to do that because he's just like a shitty guy. I feel like she has the same issue of Nick, that she wants so badly to like be seen as like this perfect wife and like this perfect person, or not perfect, but just like this person that like, dang, she's super chill, or like she doesn't nag him or stuff like that. But the difference between him and her is that he wants to be seen as a perfect person, but he makes no effort to like actually be a good person. And she wants to be like, on the other hand, she wants to be seen as like a perfect wife that doesn't nag him and stuff, but like she actually tries not to nag him, or like she actually tries to be like a good wife to him. Not that like not nagging makes you a good wife, it's just that's a trait that she mentions that she doesn't want to have, and so she actually does that. Whereas he wants to be seen as like a good husband, but then like doesn't remember their anniversary, is constantly complaining about how she has money and he doesn't, which is like, how is that her fault kind of thing. So he's still super irritating. She just kind of seems like, girl, wake up and like do better kind of thing. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. He's still really annoying to me, and I just want them to get a little bit more into the investigation, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to get another hour in today. We're currently at a park, and so I'm gonna go ahead and take Adeline out so we can just walk around for a little bit. Mama, say hi. No. Yummy agua? Agua. Currently at Target because my planner from last semester fell apart, so I'm getting this one, and these stickers are so cute. Anyways, so I will probably vlog me putting in my dates later on today. I had to come get it today because spring semester started yesterday, and I usually have all my dates in before the semester starts, and I don't have my dates in yet, so I had to come get it. The other one fell apart, like all this fell out, and honestly I should have known because it was falling apart like when I bought it, so bad idea to buy it. But anyways, this one's really cute, and I'm gonna put in all my dates today, so I will vlog it later. Whoop whoop. Cookie face. She's eating famous Amos cookies. It's funny. Pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the planner that I got at Target today before I put in all my dates. So it's just black polka dots and then a quote before every month, and then it goes into the monthly, notes and to-do, and then weekly. This is how I like my weekly setup. I like for it to have a month, like a full month one, and then weekly setup, and then it just has like what you're doing that day, and then to do, like a to-do side. And then at the end of the month, it has a monthly review and then a look back. So it says personal wins, what I learned, personal wins, what I learned, important goals met, ways I took care of myself, connected with, I will always remember, key purchases made, and I'm grateful for. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add in all my dates. I'm taking 6 classes this semester. I'm going to go ahead and add in all my dates and like birthdays and stuff like that. Alright, cool. So I just finished putting in all my dates. Nothing crazy right now. Like, I don't have months that are super full. But I do still have one class that needs to upload their syllabus. And then another class I couldn't put in certain dates because they have to give us like our group numbers first. And then once we know our group numbers, we know... My daughter is dropping her cup over and over again. Once we know our group numbers, then we know like what due date correlates with that group number. So there is still a couple dates missing, considering that the months are a little full, but we'll get through it. Okay, guys, so it's Saturday morning. This morning we woke up, we had breakfast. Adeline had eggs and ham with hash browns, and I ended up having some leftover L&L. I made myself a coffee, same thing I get at Starbucks, just at home. Shout out to Ivan's brother-in-law Vicente, if you're watching, for the Yeti. So today we don't have much planned. I'm probably gonna put her down for a nap soon, get some reading done. I'm planning to finish this vlog on Wednesday, so I have to like pick up the reading because I think I've only gotten like 100 pages in, but the book is getting pretty good so far. So I'm trying to get some more reading done by Wednesday, and then I'll end the vlog on Wednesday. But I don't really know what we have planned today. Just gonna probably wait for Ivan, maybe go visit his parents today. And that's it. It's Sunday morning. It's 11:20, so actually almost afternoon. Yesterday I didn't end up doing much. I went on a walk to the park with my sister, so I think I will add in some clips of that, but I really didn't end up doing much. So I didn't really vlog much yesterday, but today I'm gonna have brunch with my friend Litzy. So I'm picking her up right now. Adeline is a little hangry in the back. She was snacking, but it's time for her to eat something else. She's also sleepy, I think, so. But anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna pick up Litzy right now, and then we're gonna go to brunch, and then I think later on today we are gonna visit Ivan's parents, so we're gonna do that finally. Like, we haven't seen them in forever, so we're gonna go see them, and then I think that's pretty much it for today. We just went to a place called Coffee Drunk. We're gonna taste test because we just went to a place called Coffee Drunk.
It was really cute though.
This is Litzy. Say hi.
Hi. It was super cute in there.
Yeah, we should come back one day.
Oh, we got really packed. Look.
Wow.
And there's only one lady in there. I feel bad for her. She's better for life.
We went to have brunch at the Potholder, and then we came to Coffee Drunk. What'd you get?
Same thing.
Vanilla latte?
Uh-huh.
So we got a vanilla latte from Coffee Drunk. Taste test. Cheers.
I can't believe that's the large.
What is that?
Small. Not bad. I'm used to sweeter, but
the straws are not my favorite.
Drink one. It's not bad.
It's pretty good. I am used to sweeter, but it's pretty good.
Not bad. And so cute. So cute.
It's actually really good. Adeline is asleep back there. But yeah, Coffee Drunk.
8 out of 10.
Oh, wait. Okay, hey guys. So I'm back home now, and I'm getting some reading done, and I just came across this quote from Amy's diary entry that I feel like explains perfectly how I feel Nick feels about Amy. So she's just, they're having a housewarming party, and Nick's mom is bringing over some friends, and she's introducing Amy to them, and Amy's just kind of talking to them. They all kind of like mention New York a little bit, so she talks to them about New York, and she seems to be nice, but Nick kind of tells her to be friendly as if she weren't, as if she was like being mean to them. And she says, sometimes I feel like Nick has decided on a version of me that doesn't exist, which I feel like is so true. Like, it's explaining perfectly what's going on. Like, on her diary entry, she seems like a nice girl. When other people talk about her, she seems like a nice girl. And then when he talks about her, she seems like this totally different person, like this stuck-up, rude person. And even the situations that he's explaining, like, he'll explain how the treasure hunt this year seemed a lot easier, and how she seemed to like want them to be doing better and kind of like trying to bring them together, whereas he's just mad at her and like doesn't care to like even love her anymore or like fix their relationship. So that's where I'm at right now. But yeah, I just wanted to share that quote because I was like, that seems perfectly like how I feel about it. Like, he's just making up this completely different person that he just like doesn't like. There was also a part in his section that said that he like enjoyed being mad at her, and that he knew he shouldn't always be mad at her, but that he enjoyed it somehow. And so that he like didn't want to be with her, he was just unhappy with her. So now I'm kind of wondering like if he has something to do with her disappearance. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm on page 121, and I'm still gonna do a bit more reading right now, so then I will update you guys on where I leave off. Hey guys, so it's Monday afternoon. Adeline's at daycare right now, and I'm gonna try to get some assignments done. I got the room cleaned finally. I did some deep cleaning in the room. I have to fold some clothes, probably hang all the clothes that we need hung, and then I'm gonna go pick her up, and we're probably gonna go grocery shopping so I can cook dinner for later on tonight. I don't think I vlogged that much yesterday. I think after I hung out with Litzy, that was pretty much all I vlogged. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But I did get some more reading done last night, and I'm kind of like at the part where they are starting to get more into the investigation. And so far, it still very much seems like everyone kind of describes Amy as this like nice person, and Nick describes her as this like horrible person. And I'm starting to get like really suspicious of him. I mean, he's suspicious. He's been suspicious, but like he has a burner phone that he doesn't answer. He kind of keeps mentioning like how bringing her to his hometown like brought her to the end, like the end of their marriage, the end of her life, the end of like a bunch of factories that closed down in the hometown. So it just seems like he's already kind of given up hope that she's even alive, and maybe it's because he knows that she's not. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm gonna try to get some more reading done today, and then I'll probably vlog making dinner. But I have to see like what I'm gonna make first. My hair's looking all types of wild, and I need to do my eyebrows, but it is what it is, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm on page 140, and Amy at this point has just found a memoir proposal that Nick wants to write, and part of it is about how his wife is so like part of it is about how his wife is so resentful for him moving her back to, where did they move to? Michigan, something like that. And how he like had to pretty much take over helping his mom, even though she just said that that was the point of their move, was that he was going to take over helping out his dad because his dad has Alzheimer's, and he was going to take over helping his mom because his mom had to be going to chemo appointments and stuff. And he's not doing any of it. He thinks that all of it is too hard. He doesn't like dealing with the dad because he doesn't really know the dad. The dad was very distant and I think kind of abusive towards them. And the mom, he's just like, I don't like being around sick people and I don't like being in the hospital. So the chemo appointments are too hard for him, so he doesn't do it. So Amy has not only been taking the mom to chemo appointments and sitting there with her and watching movies with her and having like conversations with her, she also is taking care of the dad. He's like in a house where they help him, and she like checks in on him and takes the ladies, I think either like flowers or cookies. She takes them some kind of gift every week to make sure that they're taking good care of him. And their son, which is the one that should be doing all this because you moved like from Manhattan to here for them, is not doing shit. But this book is like about how he's doing all of that and how she like is super resentful that he moved her there. So she mentions that the proposal isn't done because she thinks that he feels like, oh, well, this isn't really happening. Like, I'm not taking over helping my mom. I'm not really, like, getting any closer to my dad. And my wife is not as resentful as she is because she's actually helping me with everything. So I'm not going to do the book. Whereas I think he probably just didn't finish it. Like, he's probably just going to get to it later on. Like, she gives him too much credit for feeling like, oh, actually, people don't feel that way. Or, like, let me own up to the fact that like I'm not taking care of my parents. Like, he probably is still gonna do it. He's probably still gonna act like I'm doing all this, look at me, because that's who he is. That's like, he tries to be this fake ass guy. And she just kind of gives him credit for like, yeah, he must have noticed that like we're not acting like that and he's not acting like that, so he's not gonna do it. The other thing is that he looked up they moved to Mississippi. He looked up if it's possible to free float from the Mississippi River to the Gulf. Sus. Again, she gives him credit. Obviously, like, I feel like he's pretty shitty, but like, she's just kind of like blind to it. So obviously, why would you think that's suspicious? She thinks that he's gonna try to do that, like try to free float from the Mississippi River all the way to the Gulf and then write about it, and it'd be this like super interesting thing, and like try to kind of get famous off that again. That's what she thinks it is. But considering everything going on, now I'm wondering, like, did he kill his wife, and was he looking up if her body could free float from the Mississippi River where he was going to dump her all the way to the Gulf and kind of get away with it? Those are my thoughts. I'm gonna keep reading and see if I'm right or wrong. I don't know. Hey guys, so it is Tuesday night. I think for today I haven't talked. I've mainly been filming clips that I'll probably just put together of like what I've been doing throughout the day. But today I finished all our laundry. I folded all the laundry, made some dinner, and I ended up, between yesterday and today, I got like 4 or 5 assignments done. It's just those quick, easy, like introduce yourself, syllabus, treasure hunt, stuff like that. Like the actual first assignments aren't open yet. And then I've just been going through all my classes, seeing what books I'm gonna need, what classes I don't really need the books and stuff like that. As for reading, I'm on page, I think I'm on like 195. And so Nick has a mistress. Okay, what the hell? He has a mistress that he's been like dating for like over a year or something like that. And in Amy's diary entries, she hasn't said so far that she knows he has a mistress, but she definitely knows that he like is consistently lying to her about certain things. As for present time, they're starting to look into Nick more. They're starting to look into Nick more because the struggle scene, like in their house where everything was flipped over and stuff, seems very fake. And so they point out things like the ottoman that was flipped over is heavy on the bottom, so like it wouldn't flip over on its own, like you would have to physically flip it over. There's a couple things like I think there's like books on like a table that if the struggle was consistent with pushing this way, the books would have flown that way, but they're like tossed over this way. What else? There was the cop like stomps once or twice or something like that, and then the pictures fall over, and in the struggle like the pictures aren't falling over, so they're like, that's, if I'm barely stomping right now and the pictures fall over, then maybe there wasn't actually a struggle. It just looks like it because you set it up that way. Because if it was an actual struggle, things like the pictures falling over would have happened. So, and then I think they're looking into his search history, which, like I had mentioned, he searched up if a body could free float from the Mississippi River to the Gulf. So they that's obviously super suspicious. And her insurance went up like 1.2 million in the past 2 months or something like that, and he says that that's because she did it herself. Then there's something suspicious about like credit cards. The credit card debt that they're in is like 200,000 or something crazy like that. No, it's something crazy. And he says that like that's not him, it's like fraud or something like that. So he seems to have an excuse for everything, but he's still like, it's still super suspicious of him. But now I'm starting to think like, is it too obvious for it to be him? So maybe it's not him? I don't know. I can't really tell who it is. I feel like when I find out the plot twist, it's gonna be like, what? There was one more detail about there was blood in their kitchen that was cleaned up. And so he tries to ask like, oh, maybe she like left the house and she like set it up to be this way. Like it wasn't me, so it must have been her. She's like a unhappy wife, and so she left on her own and she like set it all up. I don't know. That whole thing was weird. And then there's this lady in the neighborhood that has been saying that she's Amy's best friend. And Nick constantly saying that she has no friends because she was so unhappy there. Just that whole storyline that he keeps having about her. But then when you look at her diary entry, she's like has a whole life there pretty much, because he's just now I know that he's just all involved and like his life is taken over by him and his mistress, that he doesn't even know that Amy's at home, like hanging out with his mom, taking care of his dad, going on trips with friends. Like, he doesn't know any of this because he's not interested in his wife anymore. So she has his best friend, and he's like, he was super suspicious of her because he's like, Amy had no friends, like, she's lying, it's weird that she's lying. And the cops are like, they are best friends, like, they have all these pictures together. Amy went on trips with her. Amy would always be hanging out with her triplets. Like, they're definitely friends. And so now they're suspicious of, like, how did you not know they were best friends? Which, how did he not? Andy, his mistress. What else? So yeah, I think that's pretty much where I'm at. Right now, they're at a vigil at a park for Amy. So we'll see what goes down there. But I'm excited to get to the plot twist to see, like, who done it. Because I feel like it's Nick. But I feel like it's too obvious for it to be Nick. So maybe it's not Nick. But the vlog does end tomorrow. And I don't think I'll finish it by tomorrow. So I don't know if, like, I'm going to end the vlog not having finished it. Either way, the video that comes up next will be my January wrap-up. So if I don't finish the book in the vlog, then I'll just tell you guys, like, what I ended up thinking about it in the January wrap-up. But I'm going to try to get a big portion of it done tonight. And then hopefully a chunk of it tomorrow. And I can finish it in the vlog, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, y'all. So it's the last day of the vlog. It is Wednesday night. I think it's like 7:30. So yeah, it's actually 7:30 on the dot. So I didn't finish Gone Girl. And today's been a pretty busy day. We woke up, I made Adeline breakfast, took her to daycare, went to work, and then she's kind of been pretty fussy since we got home. So I haven't had any time to read. Ivan just has her right outside making her bottle so I can literally just film this clip. And so, okay, I think I left off on the part where they're at the vigil. I ended up finding out that Amy was pregnant, and I got to the plot twist. I haven't finished it, so I don't know if this is the last plot twist, but I got to the plot twist, and Amy got me. She got me because the plot twist is, so if you haven't read it, I'm sure you're not even watching this vlog because I mentioned very early on that I was giving spoilers. But the plot twist is that Amy did it. Like, she set everything up. She cut herself and, like, cleaned it up. She staged the whole, like, struggle scene, which I don't know if, I think I mentioned this, but he asks, like, oh, maybe she's an unhappy wife and she, like, staged everything and left, and, like, this is how she did it, like, to set it up. And I remember saying, like, that's dumb. Like, why would she do that? Well, she did that. So they're both crazy. Like, he's like a pathological liar because he lies about everything. His sister, literally says, like, he lies about every single thing. Even if it's, like, a small white lie, he always has to lie about something. And she's like, I don't know why she's done it yet. Like, I don't know if she's actually pregnant and maybe that's why she did it. I don't know exactly what's going on yet because she mentions that everything in her diary is a lie. Like, everything in her diary is set up to literally, like, all the thoughts I've had. The diary is set up to make you think that. So that you have, like, pity for her, and it very much looks like he's this horrible person and it's his fault. So I haven't gotten to the part where she actually explains, like, why she did it. So I don't know why she's done it, but you gotta be real crazy to, like, set everything up that way. Like, cut yourself, let there be a bunch of blood, clean up the blood, set up the scene, make, like, this, like, treasure hunt for him that's, like, very easy, so you know he's gonna get everything. Like, buy a whole bunch of stuff on a credit card, and then in the diary mention that, like, he's the one buying that stuff, but you're the one buying that stuff, just to set him up later on. I don't know. It's crazy. And again, I haven't finished it, and there's still, like, a pretty good chunk of it left. So I'm gonna keep reading to like see why she did it, what like how far back the plan goes, because I think they've already been living in I always forget where they went. Michigan, Missouri, I don't know. I always forget, like, I mean, I don't know how long they've been living there, but I think it's been over a year, so I'm like confused as to like why she's been planning it for so long. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading it, and then I guess I'll just put my final thoughts in the January wrap up, and we'll see what I think, because I'm confused right now. Like, I really don't get why she would have done it. So hopefully I think I'm gonna finish it like in the next 2 or 3 days. But yeah, that was my experience of reading Gone Girl this week, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed just seeing like small clips of what I do in everyday life. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you've read Gone Girl, comment what you thought. And spoilers are free to come, because I gave spoilers this entire video, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.